Sticking with digital assets, we just got somewhat of a warning about Bitcoin from investor and PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel. Here's him earlier this week sharing his opinion at a virtual event for members of the Richard Nixon Foundation.
Even though I'm sort of a pro-crypto, pro-Bitcoin maximalist person, I do wonder whether at this point Bitcoin is also should also be thought in part of as a Chinese financial weapon against the U.S., where it threatens fiat money, but it especially threatens the U.S. dollar, and China wants to do things to weaken it.
Welcome back, my people. This is another episode of The New Economy Today. Now, it's been a while since I made the last video, given the fact that for the whole month of March, I've not made a single crypto video, mainly because I wanted to take a step back to analyze my crypto portfolio, look at what strategies I can put in place moving forward, and also I've been doing a lot of research into crypto. Now, that being said, before I get started, I will appreciate if you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I drop a new video. Guys, let's jump right in. So before we get started, let's just have a look at what's currently happening within the crypto market, where we're at with everything currently. So at the moment, Bitcoin is trading around 58,000. It did make a move upwards to the 60,000 mark, and we saw a slight drop to 58,000. My guess is gonna hover there for a little bit, given the fact that this is a bank holiday weekend, and tomorrow there is no trading with any stocks or anything, so the price is due to go back up during that time frame. And also I expect Bitcoin to do a rally up towards maybe 70k mark, given the fact that in a few weeks time Coinbase have announced their IPO date, which will be on the 14th of April. Ethereum making a move up above 2,100. So I do see Ethereum price going up again due to Coinbase IPO coming up. Now, Binance Coin has actually done amazing the past few months, done a huge rally, now sitting at 345, which is impressive. And also Binance is a key indicator for me that I look at to determine what's happening within the market. Polkadot made a significant move, and Cardano. This is a project that I actually anticipate to be very successful in the future, so I am investing heavily into it and I've been keeping a close eye. Likewise for XRP. XRP now, in terms of this whole crypto market, is currently a huge underdog where you can make significant gains. So I've positioned myself a lot heavily towards XRP, trying to benefit from that, given the fact that the price has been suppressed quite a lot and other crypto assets have risen significantly. So XRP is literally just like a sleeping giant waiting to go. Now moving on, Uniswap. I do like Uniswap because this is a DeFi project. It gives you access to crypto altcoins, which you can pick up at a bargain before they go up. Now, a project that I've actually invested in is Filecoin. Filecoin is based around like a peer-to-peer file storage. One of my best altcoin that I've actually invested in recently. And next to that you have FETCH. Likewise has been doing significantly well, moving up quite a huge amount. And we do have a bit of a pullback here, but I do anticipate for that to continue rising, mainly due to the team behind that. They've been very successful in other projects. We have yada yada yada, not really interested in those. VeChain, another sleeping giant. So I am looking to position myself towards VeChain. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of research into these individual tokens, trying to pick winners that I anticipate going up. So for me, I do not day trade, I do more of a swing trading. So I pick up sizable positions and then I anticipate for them to go up. When they do, I have my price mark, which I then exit out of. Very straightforward. Let's move on to news. CoinDesk, you see here it says crypto as a payment system. Here we go again. Bitcoin was originally meant to be the payment system that's been circumvented by Blockstream, and now working to bypass that by adding the Lightning Network, which will act as a hub when you're transacting within the blockchain Bitcoin network. Now, that being said, you also see moves like Visa is making, I think PayPal and other companies.
Hi, everybody. I'm Eric Schatzker, and I am delighted to welcome Glenn Hutchins. Glenn is a pioneer in private equity. He co-founded Silver Lake. He's now chairman of North Island and North Island Ventures. And Glenn, anybody who's been following the crypto sphere for any length of time knows that you were early, certainly one of the earliest people on Wall Street to see its promise. But it's important to point out that you come to crypto as a technology investor, and I think of that as a very different place than the people who are, say, punting on Bitcoin today, or even the macro types who think of Bitcoin and talk about Bitcoin as digital gold. Let's begin there. What makes the way you think about crypto and look at crypto different from some of the other notable voices out there? I would mention, say, Elon Musk, perhaps, or Mike Novogratz, or maybe Chamath Palihapitiya. People are listening to them. I want them to listen to you.
Thank you, Eric, and nice to see you. Nice to be with you. So one of the ways I put it is if in the first part of the conversation about this new space, people don't use the word protocol. They have an incomplete understanding of the technology. And so the way to think about this is there are three inseparable technologies that work together to create the cryptocurrency solution. They are the token. Most people know about the Bitcoin token, but there are many others. The blockchain, which is essentially an accounting ledger, and the protocol, in either the Bitcoin protocol or the Ethereum protocol or other protocols. In my view, the protocol, and most people who are thinking about building companies around products in this area think the protocol is the vastly most important piece of the technology. One analogy I would use to let people understand this is, in the payments world, we oftentimes use the term the rails, a railroad metaphor. And if you were to analogize this to the railroad, the boxcar would be the token into which you embed something of value and move it from one place to another. The blockchain would be the cargo invoice, and the protocol would be the rails. And remember, the part that transformed the world was the building of the rails.
Something I want to bring your attention to, actually, there's a company called FETCH, which is looking to create AI network blockchains to help industries and manufacturing, but so far a lot of partnerships have been around manufacturing. What I did notice is this article right here, FETCH.AI, which is a UK-based company, partners with FESTO on decentralized manufacturing marketplace. If you don't know who FESTO are, this is a very good robotics company. They make mini bionics robot, been around for a very long time, very successful. You might not hear a lot about them. I think they're German-based, I know it's somewhere in Europe. A robotics company, and you have people like FETCH.AI partnering with them. They'll also be partnering with the likes of Bosch, which I'm sure you're familiar with. Bosch, one of the biggest tool manufacturer. They make a wide range of products, especially heavy duty products. These are the kind of partnership FETCH have been doing. This is a project that I'm going to be keeping a very, very close eye on, because again, it ties into what I've been telling you in regards to the move towards the fourth industrial revolution. This is basically creating the backbone of AI, as well as blockchain system that's going to be facilitating a lot of this. So these are some of the projects that they're working on. This is something I'm going to be doing a lot more research on, but I just wanted to bring it to you guys' attention to see how everything that's happening within the crypto space ties into other projects, especially when it comes to AI, robotics, how all of that ties in to create that fourth industrial revolution. FETCH, which creates delivering innovative technology that has great transformation potential. Again, society is being transformed here. So we are being moved towards that fourth industrial revolution, and this is one of the companies that are leading that direction towards it. You now have Bullish, which is a global and huge manufacturing company, as well as FESTO, which is a robotics company. They have other projects that are going on. Where I've been interested in them is their mini bionics robot systems that they've been developing. Put two and two together and how crypto plays a role into that, then you see the direction we're headed to. This video today is mostly going to be around NFTs. So I just wanted to give you that brief introduction to these things in terms of what's been happening. This video is going to be based around NFTs. NFT are non-fungible tokens. What is the difference between fungible and non-fungible? If you have £1, I can trade that £1 for another £1, whereas non-fungible cannot be exchanged because it's unique to that one item. That's the simplest way of explaining it. In my perspective, NFTs is not where I'm going to be putting my focus, but due to the recent buzz around NFTs, it's a huge potential to see significant gains. By all means, go ahead for it. If you know there's an NFT project being released that you think might be of value in the next year, 5 years, 10 years from now, by all means, jump right on it, make the money, and know when to come out of it. That being said, NFTs are based on speculation, very, very speculative. You have no guarantee that at a later date, if you sell, you will get the value that you invested in. Some of the top NFT platforms, you have the likes of OpenSea, which is branding itself as the largest NFT marketplace, where you can buy and sell digital items. And again, there's been quite a few NFT projects that have been released. And then another NFT company is the likes of Nifty Gateway. I think Nifty Gateway is run by the Winklevoss twins. So yeah, they're the one backing it and behind it. Again, I just played around with it. I've not really invested my time and effort into it as much. Another NFT platform is Super Rare. Now, Super Rare, it's focused mostly around digital artwork. Yeah, so do feel free to check these out. Maybe in the future I might do a video in terms of how to go about creating your first NFT kind of thing, and then what platforms I think is best for you to place them and launch them. Okay, that aside, another thing that I want to bring to your attention is flow. Like I said, I've not really been caught up with the whole NFT craze that's been going on. However, what I've been doing is making my investment in terms of NFT related projects that I think are going to blow. So instead of investing directly into NFTs themselves, I've been making my investment towards the companies or organizations that are building infrastructure that's going to facilitate NFTs adoption in the future. One of those is Flow.
So the way, what I'm interested in is building companies that use this as an application. As Steve Jobs once said, when we were referring to market research, I don't do any research, he said, because they don't know they want it until I show it to them. And so I think what we have to do is show consumers use cases for this technology, and then they'll understand what it is. A very good one that's out there right now is a product called NBA Top Shot, which is produced
This
by,
is actually, I mean, people may not be familiar with it, but it's a craze, right? It's sweeping through the collectibles community.
And through the sports world. Right. So it's digital trading cards. You buy a trading card. It's issued by a company called Dapper Labs. The first application is with the NBA, and they issue cards that are unique video images of individual players doing individual kind of moves in a game. A famous one right now is Zion Williamson swatting a blocked shot up into the stands. And you uniquely own that image and you buy it at an auction from Dapper when they auction it off to begin with, and then it trades on their flow network or protocol. I use the words network and protocol reasonably interchangeably. And then it settles on their blockchain. The Zion Williamson, last I looked, it's been a few days, so it moves around, but the Zion Williamson trading card, which was issued, I think, in the teens in terms of dollars, is now trading at $200,000. The NBA is generating about $1 million a day in revenue from both primary and secondary market sales of these products. And the Flow token, which is the token that is the means of exchange on the Flow network, which you see some price charts out there, was issued in below $1, is now trading at over $20. This is the first application of a product that the public sees, where there's a digital good that people are buying, there's a marketplace in which they can trade on the secondary market, there's a blockchain that settles it, where you can see what the new transaction is, and there's a token that makes it operate that has a secondary value.
Flow is something that I've been investing heavily on, which I've seen gains in the past few months, especially during the hype of NFT. That's a coin that's been doing very well, so I'm keeping an eye on it. So if you can see, if you look at the backers actually, let's see who's supporting. So if you look at Flow, right, you have the likes of Cryptocurrencies, NBA. So these are a lot of companies that are investing or have a part to play within that Flow network. This should tell you a lot. But whenever I look at project to make my investment in, I sort of look at where they're at currently, what trajectory they're looking to go. But most importantly, I'm looking at who are the current supporters and backers of that project. It's not a direct indication, but you want to align yourself with those companies that are making similar investment. Because if you think about it, you have the likes of Warner Music Group. So why is Warner Music Group interested in Flow? If you've been in the crypto space for quite a while, you would be familiar with Cryptocurrencies. Essentially the first NFT project to speak, which is like a collectible kind of thing which you buy and trade. So those are the kind of thing that I'm thinking about, right? So it started off with Cryptocurrencies, and I think the team behind Cryptocurrencies are the one developing Flow. And then, but if you look most importantly in terms of their backers and where they receive their funding, you have the likes of Andreessen Horowitz. If you don't know this company within this blockchain space, they're making some of the most significant investment within crypto. And again, like I mentioned, you have Warner Music Group, music label, NFTs, Flow, put two and two together. And you also have Coinbase Ventures, which is a supporter of the Flow network. So this is the kind of projects that I am comfortable in putting my fund towards, because these are projects that are supported by huge venture capitalist companies. The likelihood of their success, although not 100% guaranteed, is very high. So those are the kind of things that I'm looking at. So do your own research, check out Flow. Again, like I told you, I've seen significant gains from my investment that I made on Flow network. Another platform that I've been investing on is ENJIN. Right, so ENJIN is a NFT marketplace. So this is something I'm keeping my eye closely on. So if you can see within the last 3 months. So yeah, when I originally invested in ENJIN was on around, I think sometime in February I did that. So yeah, we're looking around maybe 40, anyway, from 40 to 50 cents, right? And I originally made that my first initial investment. And as you can see, it has risen significantly. And again, this is something that it has a very small market cap currently, right? And this is something that I'm looking at. There's a long-term potential. This is a coin that I can see a utility, especially within the gaming industry, which makes sense. So now imagine the likes of Roblox utilizing ENJIN coin. If you're an adult and you have kids, you know about Roblox. And they already have a in-game system that utilizes digital assets like NFT. Best case scenario, you have the likes of ENJIN partnering with Roblox. These are projects I'm interested in and I'm closely observing currently. Just wanted to give you a round quick update in terms of NFTs. For me, I'm not investing into NFTs per se. However, I am investing into companies that are developing and pushing the NFT space forward.